Hey, I'm Cece Summers. Welcome back to Favor. Okay, it's time to go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Good idea. I enjoyed talking with you. Like always.
It's got me trapped here.
Don't worry. You're safe here.
Sure. Sure.
We will have so much fun together. Just you and me.
Foundation and the righteous. The fuck is that? Customize your room. I see you. I see you. In my house. Stealing my meatballs. Oh, we get to choose what psycho murderer is in our house. Sweet. Well, go with the devil you know, they say. Okay, I decided to go with a pink-ass room. I know, we are all surprised. Love it. I think this bedroom is the best bedroom. It's so sweet. It would almost make waking up in the mornings easier. Almost. My alarm rings obnoxiously, waking me from my daze. The sunlight peeks through the curtains, encouraging my rise. Would you like to create a character? If yes, your character will show on the screen of the game while speaking. Of course I would want to create a character. Yes. Yes. This is so fun. Does that match or am I being generous? Okay, I changed the fringe so I could see the eyebrows. Okay, so this is the hair that I have as of this exact moment. And this is closer to what my hair looks like underneath this. This is probably the hair that I'm going to have next. So we'll probably keep it like this. I know you can barely see it, but I do have one of those little beauty marks. It's going away as I get older and older and older, but might as well enjoy it while it's still there, right? Oh, I can toggle between no boobs and boobs. This is awesome. Okay, look at her. She's adorable. Does she look like me? Subjective. But is she adorable as fuck? Yes. Look, now there's two of us on the screen. Two CCs to annoy the fuck out of you while we play the game. Okay, one last minute change because I feel like her other eyes made her look too excited. Like, look at those. I look like I'm happy to be here. And maybe I'm a little tired now. And those just say I've seen some shit. Look at her, she's adorable. Turning over, I grab my phone off the nightstand. Still half asleep, I accidentally hit the snooze alarm rather than the off button. Shit. I unlock my phone and turn the alarm off. Unread messages. Click your phone in the top left corner to check messages. Okay. I glare at the bright screen and browse through them. I rub my face, looking at the time. If I don't get up now, I'll really be late to work. Well, let's scroll through our phone. Oh. Alvin. I dyed my hair blue today. I can't wait to show you at work. I just thought you would find it cool. I think that is cool. I didn't really get a good answer. Hey, cutie, you work today? I don't know this person. I don't know which one would be appropriate. Sure do. Gonna come see you today. Please don't. I'm good. Thank you, Xander. Ooh, she was drunk as shit. You were drunk as fuck, girl. Look at this picture. Yeah. You really left me on red, and I'll do it again. Seems like everybody's hating on Mia. Then don't go out with her then. Aw, thank you, Rosie. At least Rosie's nice. Kyle. Yeah, that's such a Kyle thing to say. We've got photos. I don't like that one. And there's Mia. Spin for your fortune. Good. Don't shake the boat by walking under a ladder. Some lucky items are a forgotten stuffed animal, you know the one, the yearning of a twice-divorced father, leftover curry. Remember, jaywalking may be legal, but the cars still don't stop. Why are these lucky items? I chose this background because it is so MySpace. Okay, phone successfully customized. I love it. I give myself one last quick once-over in the mirror before grabbing my keys and wallet. I walk up to my stale minimum wage job at the local movie theater. The familiar facade was extravagant in an all-too cheesy way. Perhaps it was a really cool-looking place 30 years ago when the theater was new to the town. But now, its appeal seems lost to time. Fucking $30 for 2 popcorns and 2 sodas. Egregious. I walk in the interior of the theater as patrons pass me on their way out. Our theater extended matinee showtimes just to get people in the door these days. Apparently, a theater can't solely rely on opening night showings to support its cost to run. I clock in and Sandy gives me the directive to work the concessions today. Aside from the matinee patrons, today is already pretty slow. I guess not too many people are seeing movies midday Wednesday. I head towards the concession counter where I am stationed for my shift. From the corner of my eye, I can see Alvin glancing at me as he makes his way to the ticketing booth. I'll wave. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. Hi, Alvin. I wave to him. His face brightens with surprise, and he waves back excitedly. Like, is there a reason we don't talk to Alvin? He takes a step forward. Cece! Buggy! Buggy! A familiar voice draws my attention upward. Kendra stands before me, my closest friend since childhood. Do you have me on mute or something? Is your phone broken? No, sorry, I passed out pretty hard yesterday. Whatever. I move behind the counter to clean some spilled popcorn. Kenny follows close behind. You should have come out yesterday. It was so crazy. Super fun. You missed out. I laugh uncomfortably. I was used to missing out at this point. This time, I wasn't even invited. They must have forgotten, or maybe just assumed I would say no. Yeah, Mia sent me a pic. Seemed like fun. It was so fun. Mia can't handle her drink, per usual. You should have seen her sing Devour Mind. It skipped ahead of me before I could finish. Half the words were not comprehensible, at least not to the standards of any human language. There we go. It was so damn funny. Ugh, the lights are too loud in here. Xander walks up with a pained Mia in tow. Hey, babe, hope you don't mind we stopped by. I do mind. Don't come to my workplace. Who are you? Who are you even? Doesn't seem like it's too busy here. Hey, Cece. Kenny scrunches her nose. Ugh, I'm so glad I quit. I'm going to smell like popcorn just from standing here. She sniffs her shirt, disgust palpable in her expression. Xander reaches his long arms past the counter, draping them around me. He pulls me close into a hug. Don't be so dramatic, Kenny. I happen to love the scent of some fresh popped corn. Xander pushes his face into mine affectionately. Kenny rolls her eyes, scoffing. Okay, ew. Your fans aren't going to like that oily smell on you. That's like so not attractive. Xander pulls back. Yeah, guess you're right. Ugh, if I keep smelling popcorn, I'm going to puke. Jay has enough oil for the whole band, the greasy bastard. Jay? Kenny gasps, smiling at me. Oh my God, I totally forgot. Cece and Jay were high school sweethearts. No way. Seriously? Jay Watts? Yeah, Cece. Jay's the drummer for Numb Vice now after Donnie left. You dated in high school? I guess. Would I date somebody named Jay Watts? Remains to be seen. I forgot that he even was a person. Wow, yeah, to be honest, I kind of forgot he existed. It's been so long. Don't look so bothered, Zan. It's lame. It is lame, Zan. Xander shoots a glare at Kenny. What if he tries to slide back in? Slide back in. Thank you. Xander casts a glance sideways at me. I wouldn't blame him. We were like 15, Zan. I doubt Jay even remembers me. Xander looks at me for a moment before giving a little smile. He leans in close, eyes narrowing. Somehow, I doubt that. Xander mumbles to me. Ugh, you guys are so gross. I'm going to get acid reflux just from watching you two. Either way, I'm already sick of the guy. Ugh, I'm just sick in general. Been seeing him every day to prepare for tomorrow night. What's going on tomorrow night? Oh, Kenny, you didn't text her? A silent pause drifts by as Xander glances at Kenny. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you. So forgot. You happen to forget to tell me a lot of things, Kenny. Well, I was going to tell you, but then you never texted me back, so I just forgot. Listen, look, all of this is from going out without me. Like, you went out and you didn't even invite me to go out with you, so what did you want me to do? Sounds like Kenny's being very dramatic. So technically that one's kind of on you. It's really not, Kenny. Kenny shrugs casually. Damn, sorry, Cece. I thought you already knew. We're performing tomorrow night at the Compliance. You're still going to come out, right? Kenny plays with her hair, glancing at me, and then her phone. Or are you, like, all booked up with rotting in bed watching brain-dead shows? Why is she my friend? Why am I friends with her? She is not a nice person. Well, I mean, it's kind of sudden. Kenny scoffs. Sudden? It's tomorrow night, Bug. Do you want us to book you a week in advance next time? Yeah, that would be nice to have any kind of heads up. Kenny, I'm going to... I'd love for you to see me perform. Not to mention, you kind of missed the last one. Well, what time does the show start? 8? Xander looks hopeful. I can't help but to smile. Okay, I'll try to make it. Fuck yeah! He leans over, ruffling my hair, and plants a short kiss on my forehead. Kenny smells her shirt. Ugh, okay, I'm leaving before I smell permanently. Kenny glances at Mia, who is vomiting violently in a theater garbage bin. God, can she just hold her shit together for just like 10 minutes? Why are they friends with Mia, too? Like, does this whole friend group exist just so they all have... Like, is the only reason for this friend group to exist is so they all have somebody to be mean to all the time? See you later, Cece. If you must. As Kenny makes her leave, Xander follows, and I remain where I stood from the beginning. Just me and the popcorn machine. Hey. And Alvin, I guess. I just wanted to say sorry that I messaged you so late last night. I had a bit too much to drink. I'm kind of embarrassed. Oh, he's the blue hair guy. Duh. Don't worry about it, Alvin. It's already forgotten. So, was that your boyfriend? Yeah. Don't take this the wrong way. I already have. I sigh internally. But you're way too good for him, Cece. I get that he's a musician, so that's attractive to people like you. What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean, people like me? People like me? Wait, I didn't mean... Okay, wait, listen. Alvin takes a second to calm himself down from his flustered state. Look, all I'm saying is that... His voice picks up speed from nervousness. It's only a matter of time before a guy like that hurts you. I'm not trying to offend or anything. It's just obvious he's a blatant narcissist. How? From that fucking 20-second conversation you heard, he's a blatant narcissist? How dare my significant other want me to go see them when they're performing their music? Any guy would be lucky to have you. Okay, Alvin. But that guy is so flashy. He loves attention, and so you're better. There's nothing wrong with liking attention. This guy is so weird. Get your incel white knight shit out of my face. You're just better off. Better off what, Alvin? With... He stops in his tracks. What he was about to say lingers on his tongue as his face heats up. Yeah, I think you need to go do some chores, Alvin. Get away from me. Even if I end up breaking with my boyfriend at some part of this chapter, I will not be dating Alvin. A group of customers pass on their way out of the theater. Out of kindness, I pretend to be ignorant. Alvin. I think Theater 3 just got out. Don't you have to sweep? Exactly. Go do some fucking chores. Yeah, I should go do that. He scuttles off in a way that is awkwardly fast and jilted. Alvin bumps into the candy stand, almost spilling it all on his way out, only saved by his frantic, quick reflexes and flailing arms. I sigh. Only a few more hours. I walk towards the table, drink in hand, steadying my steps so that I don't spill. Well, doesn't this place look familiar? As I approach, a familiar form comes into view. They sit, leaning forward excitedly, and a smile grows.
Well. Would you look at what the cat dragged in?
Hello, Z.
Long week?
Something like that. I sit, carefully placing the drink down. The crystallized glass glints in the low light. I mumble.
Yeah?
You can talk to me about it. I won't even charge you for it. I think my friends hate me. Like, truly, they are not nice people. And they don't seem to enjoy my company. And I feel like Kenny and Xander are sleeping together, but that's just me. Well, maybe I'm just being dramatic. I give an awkward, forced laugh. Z tilts their head in interest. My friends, they forget to invite me to things. And maybe that's on me for not accepting their invitations as much lately. But it still hurts not to be invited, you know? I keep hearing about last nights after the fact, and it stings a bit more each time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too self-absorbed by even expecting them to invite me. Who knows? Yeah, why would you want your friends to invite you out on things? Why would you expect your friends to want to hang out with you? Fucking my standards way too high. I give a shrug, rotating my glass idly. Silence coats the atmosphere as Z stares at me. I begin to feel embarrassed. Sorry, that was a bit of an overshare, I guess. I laugh to relieve some of the awkwardness. None of my friends invite me places either. When I get told not to go,
Yes.
I go anyways. They say, if you show up, I'll send you back to hell myself.
And I'm like, buddy, if I don't get to go to this thing I'm not invited to, I may as well already be in hell.
He looks at me with an expectant face, waiting for my agreement. You know what I'm saying? Social anxiety fears him. Yeah, sure. Totally. I lie to appease his expectant expression.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, you just gotta go anyways. Z, that's totally easier said than done. Plus, how am I supposed to know when they go and do things if they don't even tell me in the first place that they're going to go do something? They just go out every night, showing up to random bars and clubs and see if I run into them? Everything is easier said than done until you do it. I guess so. After a pause, Z continues.
So,
What did you do today? I took a sip of my drink. Well, I woke up a bit late. I then went to work. At the movie theater? Yeah, it was a pretty slow day.
and?
What movies did you watch? Watch? No, I had to work. Sometimes they let us watch movies for free when we aren't on the clock. Z pauses, a confused expression clouding over their face. On the clock? How big is this clock?
Well,
And how long must one stand on this clock in order to obtain their daily payments? No, Z, it's an expression. On the clock means the time that you spend working.
So,
Watching the movies is not a part of the job. Z opens their mouth, and neither is standing on a large clock. They close their mouth. What do you think working at the theater entails? Being the person that watches the movies? No. Well, maybe next time then. I give up. Sure, yeah, maybe next time.
so,
What else happened? Well, I was walking home and I stare into my glass, my brain feeling the buzz. Losing track of my thoughts, I look back up. You always ask about me. What did you do today, Z?
oh,
Me? You want to hear about my day? They smile, teeth sharp, glinting.
well,
I did some things. Terrorized some civilians, encouraged some humans to commit fraud, lit some fires. Him and fires, man, arson. Not always the answer, my guy. Like, is it sometimes the answer? Absolutely, but not all the time.
Yes.
And then I came here. Wow, sounds like a pretty mundane day. Z thinks about it.
Yeah.
I would have liked to get in some more tortures in. Okay. I was being sarcastic. Good one. They smile, staring at me. I stare at their tail, moving back and forth hypnotically. The glint of the low light reflects off of their horns beautifully. Okay, I can't help from asking, what's with the horns and the tail? He reaches up, touching his horns lightly. What do you mean? What are they made of? And, how do you move the tail like that?
Well, my horns are made of bone.
Bone?
Bone.
How did you get bone? How does anyone get bone? You grew them, silly.
The Bone Factory.
Yes. Never mind. I take it all back. We get it at the bone factory. Really?
No, you dummy. So I'll take you to the Bone Factory any day of the week.
That one took me a second, but I got there.
If you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Shut up.
If you're picking up what I'm putting down.
I'm picking it up.
If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I caught it. Yeah, I got it. You're so annoying.
You love me.
I don't even know you. Let me see your eyeballs, man. But seriously, are they actually made of real bone?
Wait.
Z stares at me through their fringe. Something like recognition sweeps across their face. You don't get it, do you? You're still in dreamland after all, huh? Silly human.
Come here.
I'm right here, bro. Like, the fuck are you talking about? They pull a chair from a nearby table next to them, kicking it lightly so it turns to face them. I look at Z. They stare back. Oh, fine. Let's just go sit in the chair so he can eat my face off and we can move on. I get up and sit in the chair across from them, obediently. No, not obediently. Hesitantly, maybe. He smiles approvingly, patting my head like an animal. So many regrets. I can feel the tip of his long nails poking my scalp.
Good human. Who's a good human?
Oh my god, I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving. I stare at him as he ruffles my hair and makes patronizing remarks. I look up at his horns and then at his tail that swishes back and forth. The smell of smoke and whiskey is ever stronger by his side. It makes my head spin. Z smiles pleasantly. I don't want to look at the tail because I feel like we're going to get hypnotized or whatever, and then he's going to eat my face, so look at the horns. My, what bony horns you have. They were shiny, a deep night black ending in red tips. They had small marks and organic divots, much like an animal's horns. They looked thick, sharp, and dangerous. How did you get them to look so real? Z smiles.
Yeah?
You like them, don't you? Don't be shy. You can touch either if you like. I reach a hand forward. I'm not going to touch the tail. He's going to stab me with it. I'll touch a horn. I reach my hand towards Z. He angles his head downward. The fuck was that? Did he bite? Did he bite me? Did he bite my fingers off? He snaps his teeth at my hand. Don't bite me, you little bitch. I scream in surprise, yanking my hand back towards me.
The look on your face.
Don't be rude. I glare at them.
Okay, go ahead. Touch him.
I don't trust you no more. I pause, staring at him.
I won't bite this time. I promise.
I still don't trust you. I relent, reaching my hand forward again. I reach forward cautiously, running my hand over his horn. It was surprisingly cool and smooth. Z pushes their horns further into my hand, humming.
Feels nice.
Can you even feel on a horn? Are there even nerves in a horn? I run my hands up his horns to the top. I lightly touched the tip, and it was dangerously sharp.
Careful.
Z hums the warning. Z regains his composure. It really felt real.
Yeah.
That's because they are human. What?
Mm-hmm.
You heard me. Stop messing with me. Z frowns. Focus your mind onto my words. They are real. I am real. We are sitting at a bar having a drink. You felt it yourself. Don't let your brain deny that. Don't lie to yourself. I look around. The other patrons don't seem to notice his lifelike appendages.
Don't look at them. They don't matter. Look at me.
If anybody in this game is a narcissist. Z reaches over to my hand, pinching it. Ow! You are awake.
Yeah.
This is real, and you are strong enough to accept it. The fuck are you, bro? So, what are you? Me? Well, I'm trying to be yours. Now is not the time for these antics. Now is not the appropriate time to be throwing down pickup lines. I'm having a little bit of a crisis here. I'm trying to be yours. I'm being serious, Z. Isn't that kind of a rude question, though? I don't ask you what you are, because you already know, and you say it to my face every 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Even though your humanity is so obvious. What's that supposed to mean?
Well?
I think part of you knows what I am.
Yeah?
Pull it out of yourself, baby. Go on, you can do it. The words catch in my throat. I can't believe I'm even saying it. Vampire. A demon? Z starts to clap excitedly.
There you go. I knew you could do it. 100 points to humanity. My human is so smart. Come over here and get your treat.
I stare at Z, long nails beckoning me. God damn it, we might as well see it through. Ugh! I take their hand and they get out of their chair and walk over to me. They stare down at me. Z grasps my hand lightly, guiding it towards their face. Z drags my hand down his face. I feel the ridges of their icy metal piercings on their smooth skin. His hot, humid breath brushes against the length of my fingers. They open their mouth, sharp teeth, frightening. He guides my ring finger into his mouth slowly. Please don't do that. Ew. Ew. That's so unsanitary. And also, you don't know where this has been. I haven't washed my hands. I've been touching shit. Ugh. Round tongue piercings rub against my finger. Ew. Z closes his mouth around my finger at the base, slowly smiling. My nervousness rises as my finger disappears into his mouth. He's gonna fucking bite my finger off. Z. I am about to protest when he clamps down his teeth hard enough to break skin. Give me my finger back, you bitch. I yelp, pulling my hand back towards me as he releases it. My blood smears his lips as I snap my hand back into my body. What the fuck, Z? I wrap a napkin around my finger. Red quickly spills through. His tongue flicks out, lapping up the blood smeared across his lip.
Humans exchange rings as vows of forever. So I thought I'd give you a ring.
Alright, now give me your finger so I can bite the shit out of it. Not like this. Fuck, you bit deep, see? Were you trying to permanently scar me or something?
It would be nice to have permanence. If it fades, we will just remake it.
I don't think we will. I think it just means it wasn't meant to be.
We will have permanence one way or another, after all.
I'm good. My mind reels at his less than human response. I slump back into my seat, cradling my injured hand. What does a demon even want with me anyways? Z slumps down and gives a look of fake shock. Why do you think I want anything? I'm offended. Fuck off, man. Just fuck.
Maybe.
I'm just here in this bar to do some R&R.
And?
Have some good old conversation with my favorite human. I look at Z skeptically. I'm, flattered.
So?
Though if you play your cards right, I may just grant you an indulgence.
Well...
What did that say? Everything in life is what? Oh, okay. I thought it didn't have it on there. Everything in life is a trade-off. Well, enough about me. Let's get to the real juicy bit.
Yes.
The question everyone is just dying to know. He holds an imaginary microphone up to me.
When, my dear, will you be breaking up with that no-good boyfriend of yours?
Boyfriend? I believe the human is called Xander. Stupid name if you ask me. Xander. Oh, I thought we... Broke up? Yeah, I think we broke up.
Oh?
You don't sound too sure of yourself. Z tilts their head.
Are you sure?
I think. But maybe not?
So?
Here's a better question then.
Well?
Do you, dear human Cece, want to break up with him? I don't know. Why does it matter? Go away. Wait. Why would it even matter to a demon if I broke up with Xander? Don't you have more important things to worry about? Like, I don't know, tempting people to sin or something? Z looks depressed.
Ah.
You think so little of me. We are friends, aren't we? No! Bitch, you just bit me. Some would say even more than friends. Who would say that? Who? Because it's not me. I don't... Isn't it natural to ask questions about someone you care for?
Is it a crime to care?
Z looks increasingly depressed. God, even his tail's all shriveled. Well, Ugh, fine. Z perks up.
Well?
So then, are you going to break up? No. No, I'm not. Nope. I haven't been given a good enough reason. Yet. I mean, maybe I should. But I really don't want to. I know that he feels I have drifted away emotionally, mentally. And he does love me. I think. Even if he isn't good at showing it, even if he makes mistakes sometimes. He's human after all. Don't you deserve better than human? But I am human too. I am partially to blame for all of it. For pushing him away. In a perfect world, I think I would give him another try. In a perfect world, whatever is wrong with me would be solved and everything would go perfectly. We would be happy. I would be happy. I sigh heavily. But who I am now, he's better off without me. My finger rubs the beautifully detailed Scotch glass idly. I wish we could give it another try.
Are you sure?
Isn't it doomed to fail if he doesn't trust you? Do you really want to date someone who won't take your word over others? Someone who will blame you for their shortcomings? Who will toss you away the second you become too inconvenient, too hard to deal with?
Well,
You deserve better than human, Cece. So, what? You want me to date you instead, then? I joke lightly. Z smiles.
No.
yeah?
Let's skip all that and just get married. I'm not sure about that.
Ah, that's right.
Okay, fine. We can take it slower.
Hmm?
Want to go on a date then? I'll plan a full day of fun activities. I feel like I'm just fucking playing Error 143. Just with a demon instead of a nerd. Dude's gonna end up pulling a fucking demon equivalent of Skrunkly out of somewhere. Kidnap me off to a private island to get married. Z seems genuinely excited. I don't think I can survive a date with you for a couple hours, much less a full day. Z pouts. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. That's what the humans say. Yeah, well, humans don't typically bite each other on the fingers. I don't even think I can handle you at your best, Z. Worst is completely out of the question. Plus, considering you really are a demon, I think there are bigger questions here. Or maybe logistical issues.
I have a penis, but if you prefer something else, I can just kill myself.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Guess you just better get on that then. I choke on air. Thank you for that overshare, Z. But that was not what I was referring to. Also, a bit of an extreme response. Z shrugs.
So are you gonna go date that movie theater guy then? Is that who you prefer instead of a handsome demon who lets you touch them in intimate places?
You didn't tell me yet your horns were an intimate place. If I had known that, I wouldn't have done it.
A handsome demon that'll let you rub their horns. I'm getting all worked up just remembering it.
Nobody told me that that's what was happening.
I should be the one calling you a demon.
Oh my god, Z, can you please not word it like that? Z tilts his head. Is there a better way to word it? Probably like a million better ways. Maybe inspiration will strike if you do it again. We'll not be doing that. Z leans forward, an excited expression on their face. Some part of me does want to feel Z's horns and tail. But as I look at them practically vibrating in excitement, something tells me I shouldn't encourage them. I shove my hands into my pockets to prevent the temptation. My fingers bump into something hard. Confused, I pull it out. A candy.
Oh?
Is that for me? Sure, you can have it if you want. Alvin gave it to me earlier today. He said it reminded him of me? Kind of corny. Z looks confused.
Huh?
That thing? Why? I'm not sure. Let me read the packaging. It's sweet outside with a sour center. It's hard candy on the outside with a soft center. A decadent and smooth chocolate. Or extra sweet and sugary. Is there one with a hard outside and a sour inside? Like a warhead? I'm deceivingly nice, but secretly I want to bash your face in with a baseball bat. A sweet exterior with a sour center surprise. Z tilts their head.
Huh?
What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. Is he trying to say that I act sweeter than I actually am? Kinda sounds like an insult.
Not quite.
He's likely trying to tell you that he's okay with your flaws. Or the darker places your mind may wander. How annoying. Yeah, definitely a weird, unintentional insult.
Not quite.
Though I'm not sure I can agree with comparing you to a food.
Really?
It does make me even more curious on what you do really taste like. No, we're not going to talk about. No. No. And, bitch, you already bit me. You already know. I glare at Z holding my injured finger. A taste? You already took a whole bite, you asshole. Exactly. Z smirks.
Oh?
But I wasn't talking about your finger. What? I'm just going to ignore that comment. I toss the candy to Z and it lands in front of him. You can have it if you want it. Without hesitation, Z flings the candy across the bar.
There was a bug on it.
Z bold-faced lies. I decide to just roll with it. Sure, yeah.
Well?
What do you think of Alvin? He creeps me out. I don't like Alvin. To be honest, he creeps me out. He keeps texting me even though I don't respond. He also keeps requesting to follow my social media accounts over and over again. Creepy. I do not like it. I do not like him. I try to keep some distance from him at work so he gets the clue that I'm not interested. But he will still find ways to approach me when I'm alone. I even caught him following me before. He said he was headed home, but a couple of days later, I overheard a conversation between him and my manager. Apparently, he lives in Skyline District, which is in the opposite direction of where I live. I indirectly asked him about it, and he said he was worried for me. I asked him not to do it again, and that I was safe and fine on my own. He said he totally understands. I guess it's somewhat my fault for not having enough backbone to tell him to go away. Again, no. Not your fault. Not your fucking fault. Don't sit there and victim blame yourself. He shouldn't be fucking following you home in the first place. I'm afraid if I tell him directly, he will lash out at me. Or maybe harm me. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting and he's just kind of an awkward guy. But either way, it will make my working life way more of a pain in the ass if I ignore him completely. And I don't want to find another job. I barely got this one, only thanks to Kenny. How is your frehip, Kenny? You and her, or... Sorry. The room is spinning slightly. Sweat beads at my forehead. I think I'm overheating. I think you got drugged. Do you know where the restroom is? Z points to the hallway beside the bar. Down the hall to the left.
Careful.
Watch your step up the stairs, human. I lift myself out of the chair and head towards the bathroom. The back hallway is dimly lit and narrow. There are 2 doors to the left. I spot the door to the bathroom. The world spins. Sweat continues to bead my forehead. He fucking drugged me. I knock and wait a moment, realizing that whoever is likely inside couldn't hear due to the music in the pub. I open the door slowly, seeing that it was not occupied. I walked in and closed the door behind me. The silence in the bathroom surprises me, as the sound from outside seems to fade completely. Only the dull hum of the fluorescent light accompanies me here. I stare at myself in the dingy mirror. Dark circles rest below my eyes. I cringe at the sight. The fluorescent light buzzes deafeningly. It flickers as if it is mocking me. The walls seem to spin and shift. I blink. How drunk am I? I sigh, turning on the faucet, resolving to drink some water and sober up once I leave the bathroom. Splashing some water onto my face, I feel not quite right. I reach out for some paper towels, but my hand brushes against tile. I stumble backwards, shins bumping into something cold, hard. Oh, what's happening? Slipping on the ground, I fall to my knees. I reach behind me to push myself back up, and my hand touches porcelain, and then water, and something else? I yank my hand back. My eyes blink open, seeing the toilet across the room. What? I spin around, the cabinet behind me. The bathroom. It spins in protest. My head pounds. Am I losing it? I attempt to quickly leave the bathroom. The world spins so violently I can hardly walk, crawling out of the bathroom instead. I see a familiar figure.
Oh.
Where are you going? Away from you, you bitch ass. Something's not right. I look around wildly, realizing a little too late that I look like a crazy person. Z crouches down towards me. Calm down, Cece, it's okay. Your heartbeat is racing. Z looks at me a bit closer. You're pale and sweating. Are you sure you're okay? I just said that something's not right. Fine. I'm fine. I just need some... I try to get up. Ugh. Maybe you should sit down. My vision spins in dots, tunnel vision starting to take over. Water. I just need some water. I attempt to make a quick dash to the table. My ankle twists as I desperately move forward. I feel the floor slip from under my feet. I feel an arm catch me, a body against mine before I collide with the hard flooring. I look up and see Z looking down at me, holding me in their arms.
Are you okay?
Don't fucking sit there and pretend like you have no idea what's happening. You fucking did this to me. I know you did. I fucking know you did. No, I'm not fucking okay. I answer honestly. I did not feel good. My head throbbed and my heart was pounding something fierce. I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep, and I think it's getting to me. Or it's drugs. I'm sorry. I think a lot of things are getting to me. I'm sorry. Z smiles softly.
Don't be. I think I pushed you a little too hard this time.
Z looks down at me. He pats my head calmly, lovingly, careful.
Let's get you home.
Yes, please. Z's face draws near. He places a kiss lightly on the tip of my nose. It's warm and comforting, like a blanket. Don't fucking touch me. Don't touch me. My eyes feel heavy. I drift away. I clock out of the movie theater, shoving my uniform back into my bag and slinging it over my shoulder. Upon leaving the theater, I see Alvin standing outside. I groan internally. His face lights up when he sees me approaching. He attempts to don a more laid-back posture, but it comes off as impossibly stiff. I try to seem as if I don't notice him, moving quickly past him to leave, cursing myself that I left my headphones at home.
Hey.
I turn to Alvin with a tight smile. What's up?
Are you heading back?
Yep.
I just got off too. Want to hang out?
Sorry, Alvin, I have to run some errands.
I don't mind tagging along. I can help carry your bags or something.
Well, one of my errands is going to your house, so you do that errand for me. You run the errand of going to your house, and I will get the rest. It's okay. I prefer to do errands alone so I don't get sidetracked. Alvin sighs dramatically.
No, I get it. You got a new boyfriend, didn't you?
What?
Don't play dumb to spare my feelings.
What are you talking about?
You always felt like you were too good for me. I could tell. I'm not an idiot.
Get that incel shit out of my face.
I can tell that you think I'm a weirdo just like everyone else does.
Because you're a weirdo that fucking stalks people. Alvin, swear to God, I really don't know what you're talking about.
All of you have been acting really weird since the fire.
Fire?
You seem the most normal, but I can tell that you are the weirdest of all.
I gotta go. My heart pounds as I squeeze past Alvin out the door. He scoffs as I pass, glowering down at me with the heat behind his eyes. He's acting weirder than usual. I look behind me multiple times. He stares at me from the door. As I walk home, the sun illuminates my path. My phone vibrates violently. Anxiety swirls in the pit of my stomach as I take out my phone. I feel nauseated. My stomach flips at the messages. I see a shadow move from behind me, and I push myself to walk as fast as I can. Tears prickle my eyes. I stare at the ground, shoving my phone into my pocket. Hold on, wait, who texted me? Hey. Keep having nightmares. Stop ignoring me. Stop messaging me, Alvin. After ignoring me for this long, that's what you have to say? I can't believe you're so selfish, playing with me, leading me on. I don't mind if you're selfish, though. You can be selfish with me. Fuck off, Alvin. Oh my god. Are you there? Can you please talk to Kenny? She won't respond to Mia or I. It's the least you could do for me. The least I can do for you? Do I seriously have to bring it up? Mia said you were playing dumb, but this is just twisting the knife. The fuck? What is happening? How can you just act like that? Like nothing happened. Do they not matter to you? Kenny won't even talk to me. I knew you were a self-absorbed, cold bitch, but this is just insane. The fuck is happening? What are you talking about? Don't you dare play dumb. It might work on Zan, but not me. Zan told me to message you. Of course he did. What the fuck? What happened? Okay, well... Oh, shit. Who the fuck is this? My face hits a soft yet firm surface.
Whoa.
They steady me with their hands and step back.
You okay? Took a mighty fine tumble there.
Their voice is deep yet soft. Something about how they look at me is so comforting. I almost forgot my worries. Thank you. I take a step back. My phone vibrates again and I wince. The stranger looks on curiously. What? Who's texting me? What do you want? What? I'm talking to a cowboy. Don't lie. Don't lie. My phone's not vibrating. I shift uncomfortably.
Everything all right? You look concerned. There's a bench over yonder if you need to take a rest. I'll fetch you a water.
It's water. No, I'm okay. I respond to the person. They gaze at me for a moment before relenting.
Well, all right then. Apologies for, bumping into you. Suppose I got lost in my thoughts there. I'm not often in a big city.
You sound like you aren't from around here at all.
Well, I sure ain't.
Here for business? The stranger's mysterious smirk never falters.
For something like that, darling. Ain't nothing for you to worry over.
No, it's not. Good day. The stranger tips their hat in my direction.
I'll be cutting a path out of here. So long, partner.
So long. They tipped their hat at me slightly and turned to walk away. I was so flustered by the whole ordeal, I wasn't sure if I should say anything. No, that was weird. That was weird. He had a physiological effect on me, and I did not know him, which means I don't trust it. They didn't seem like the talkative type. Either way, they were kind of strange. I decided not to say anything. I watched them as they sauntered away. I close the door as I enter the familiar bar. I can see the light glint off their horns before they even see me. As I approach closer, I see Z's face, relaxed. His face rests in his curled arms, asleep. I'm just gonna sit down. I don't want to touch him. I sit down in my usual spot, watching Z rest peacefully across the table. I see a sweating glass resting on my side of the table. Z must have already gotten me a drink. Z's hair looks so fluffy across the table. But I resist the temptation and watch him breathe calmly. Soon, Z sits up in a defeated pose.
Ah.
Not even one touch. Z mumbles. No, because I don't want to fucking touch you without consent, weirdo. That's what you should be doing too. What? You don't want to reach out towards me at all? Do you even like me, human? No, I fucking don't. Are you still afraid of me? Yes. Well, maybe you shouldn't go around biting people's fingers. You drew blood, you little fiend.
Oh.
You remember that? Obviously.
Well?
What do you need me to do to make you less afraid of me? Wear a costume? Have a pet dog? Walk the elderly across the street? Now you're actually sounding kind of predatory. I think those are tactics that, like, serial killers use to gain trust. Now I'm on the same level of serial killers? Oh my god. We stare at each other.
Well...
Not my god. But you get the point. Z. I can't hold back a laugh any longer. You're so ridiculous, it's almost cute. Why would I say that? Don't say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Z suddenly lightens up.
Really?
You think I'm cute? No. I prefer dashing or handsome, but I won't be picky. Do a lot of people call you dashing or handsome? Z tilts their head. Depends on how well they know me, I guess. So then what about the people who know you well? What do they call you? Usually Great Marquis. Less desirable names uttered were commonly their last. I'm not one to honor last word rights after all. Marquis? Are you royalty?
Yeah.
I suppose you could say that.
Why so many questions? Are you curious about me?
Curious in a who the fuck is holding me hostage kind of way.
Do I already have you so infatuated, human?
Don't flatter yourself. I didn't want to tell Z that I was interested in them. It felt corny. Embarrassing. Don't flatter yourself.
Bleh.
Well, I don't like talking about myself anyways. So don't sweat your pretty little head over it. So you just aren't going to talk about yourself at all? That's not fair. I pout a bit childishly. Z laughs.
Why?
I answered so many of your questions, and I can't ask you anything? Name something less fair than that, I dare you. Paying for water? Credit card debt?
And?
Paying taxes on lottery wins?
Yeah?
Missing the bus because it came 5 minutes early? You know what I was trying to say. Let's go back to talking about movies again.
Well...
Did you know they made a second car? I crossed my arms facing away, resorting to giving Z the silent treatment. I wasn't proud of it, but this was all I had left. They deflate a bit. See, the doors have handles, but the cars don't have hands. Like, what's that all about, you know? I suddenly think of an idea. Oh! Z, do you want to play a game with me? Z immediately perks up.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, a game. As long as you don't mind losing. If you cheat, I will never play a game with you again. Z scoffs. You offend me. I have confidence in my abilities to win against a mere human. Okay then, how about we play a game where, if I win, I get to ask you a question, and you have to answer. Z stares at me. I pick at my nails thoughtfully. Guess you are just too scared to lose to a human then. I glance upward at him, seeing if he took the bait. In his hands is a pack of cards.
Yeah?
Fine, but I choose the game and the rules. No, that's not fair. That's not fucking fair. I stifle a smile. Fine. We're going to play the human game. Fuck the dealer. The fuck? Do you know how to play? Refresh my memory. I will pull a card. You will guess the number on the card. Ace being 1, Jack 2, Queen 12. Oh, that's a 10. Ace being 10, Jack 11, Queen 12. No, it's a 1. Ace being a 1, Jack 2. Ace being 1, Jack 11, Queen 12, and King is 13. So guess a number from 1 to 13. If you guess the number correctly on your first guess, I will take 4 drinks and answer 1 question. If you guess incorrectly, I will tell you higher or lower, and you will be given a second chance. If you guess correctly on the second chance, I will take 2 drinks and answer your question. Z pauses, pondering a bit.
Yeah.
Because there are only 2 of us, let's give you a third chance. If you get your third guess correct, I will take 1 drink and answer a question. If you guess incorrectly on your third chance, you will have to drink equal to the difference of the 2 numbers. He's trying to kill me. The 2 numbers being your final incorrect guess and the number of the card I am holding. And when I say drink, I mean drink. None of that weak-hearted shit. I want to see you swallowing the equivalent of a shot. Why do you want me to die? Sure. When you win or lose after 3 guesses, we will start a new round. Z taps his fingers on the table.
Well?
Oh, how's your alcohol tolerance? About average, I guess. I think I hold my liquor about as good as anyone else does. Alrighty then, just make sure to pace yourself. How can I pace myself if you're making me fucking drink? We can always stop if you need a break. I feel like I'm being scammed or something. A wide, toothy grin stretches across Z's face.
Guess you're just too scared to lose to a demon then.
Yeah, because you could take my soul. Fine, let's do this. Z shuffles the cards for a few minutes. The cards flipped so fast my eyes couldn't follow. Z was surprisingly dexterous, even with those long nails. He places the deck in front of me.
Well?
Would you like to cut? Yeah. I look at Z, narrowing my eyes. I don't really trust that he didn't do anything underhanded. Probably safe to cut the deck either way. I cut the deck and lean back, watching Z expectantly. He smiles. Don't trust me, huh? Z pulls a card off the top.
So?
What'll it be? What should I choose? Let's go with 10. Damn. He smirks lasciviously.
I want to see you go lower.
Ready to try again? Yeah, I'm gonna go with 7. Damn it!
I want to see you go lower.
3.
Ah.
Ah ha ha! I almost had you, but you didn't. Z winks and takes a large gulp of his drink. Z shuffles the deck. So, human, what would you like to know? Do you have any friends or family that are demons? Family? No, just me. Friends? Probably not. But acquaintances? Yes, of course. Every demon has to have some acquaintances. Will I be able to meet them sometime? Z's face falls into a frown. No. Why not? Let's play another round. He doesn't seem to be willing to talk any further on the subject.
So?
Okay, let's go with 10 again.
Lower.
6.
Higher.
Shit. 8?
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, what are we asking this time? If I bite your tail, would it hurt? When were you born? How old are you? Z pauses in confusion. Born? From something? I was not born in the human sense. Z taps their finger on the table in thought. I was rather brought into existence. When was that? How old are you? A light shines behind Z's hair. I'm older than the human existence. Really? Only a human seeks to ask a question, receives an answer, and then still cast doubt. Well, that's because you're a fucking liar. You. I suppose it's in your nature.
Well,
Shall we get back to the game? Sure.
so?
Let's do it again.
Lower.
Okay. 5.
Higher.
9.
Wrong.
Ah, damn. 6 again? That's not fair. I didn't know we could repeat cards. I take 3 large drinks of my drinks. I set my glass back onto the table as Z shuffles the deck again. I think I have had 3 large drinks so far. Z places down the deck, looking at me.
So?
What should I choose? Let's try 7.
Higher.
Okay, 11. Z nods upward.
Higher.
There's only 2 numbers, a 50-50 shot. 12?
No.
Ah, damn it. Just take one damn gulp. Fine. You look not sober. Nah, we're gonna keep going. I got this. I'm good. Let's keep playing. Okay, maybe we should have stopped.
So?
The fuck am I drinking where I take 4 drinks and I'm fucking wasted like that? 6.
Higher.
Okay. 10.
Higher.
12.
Wrong.
Damn it! Fine, I should probably stop.
So?
Oh, I can't stop. Okay. 7 again.
I want to see you go lower.
Okay. 4. Oh! That's some beginner's luck for you, I guess. This is not the beginning of this game. He places the card on the table. I guess correctly. They pick up their drink, knocking back 4 large drinks. They lick their lips lasciviously. Z shuffles the deck. Alright, what's my question? What's hell like? Z looks thoughtfully. Not too much different from Earth, actually. Hell isn't necessarily a scorching fire, although I suppose that depends where you end up. What is it then? Hell is simply a place away from God. It is lawless and wild. Z leers.
Don't worry.
I'll take care of you. Okay. I have a nice place and many legions. What makes you assume I'm going to hell?
Why?
Why do you assume you aren't? My mouth opens and closes, confused. Am I really going to hell? Z shrugs. Not a question I can answer. Why not? Z lifts the deck of cards between his index and thumb. Well, for one, because you haven't won the right to have another question. Fine, let's play again.
So? Ah.
Aha! Am I going to hell, bro? That's a hell of a question. Oh. Z pauses for laughter, or maybe applause, but it does not arrive.
Wow.
Tough crowd.
Well.
Maybe? Who's to say? You! Tell me, right now. Don't you know these things? Kind of. Most humans swing like a pendulum. I look at his tail mimicking, whether intentionally or not, I am not sure. Would you be able to tell where it would end up? To predict it? You may be able to tell the direction at a given time, but sooner than you know, it may shift. That's how humans are. So what direction am I heading in then? Z smiles. Left. What does that mean? No, let's play another round. What does that mean? You're swaying, human. Maybe we should take a break. Yeah, I think I'm feeling it a bit. Whose dumb idea was it to play a drinking game with straight scotch? Yours, probably. No. The bold-faced lie. How dare you, Z? I bite the inside of my cheek, feeling the numbness. I am definitely no longer sober. I'll grab you some water, Cece. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Z. Whoa, a thank you? Are you warming up to me? I guess the liquid courage never hurts.
Ah.
Z laughs, mussing my hair as they get up. Z saunters off towards the bar. Z seems to be taking their time. I lay my head down on my arms, my cool skin feeling lovely against my alcohol-heated face. My eyes are lulled closed by the white noise of quiet conversations. My eyes blur open as I hear Z approach. You look tired. Should I take you home? No, I'm fine. Z looks doubtfully at me. You don't seem fine.
Yeah.
Let's just call it a night. For some reason, I could hear Kenny's voice in his words. Annoyance slipping into her tone as she is once again disappointed in my inability to be the friend she expects me to be. My inability to reach her standards she set for me without a smidgen of consideration towards me. I'm fine. I'm always fucking fine. God forbid if I'm not. Z looks on curiously, but I can't help the waterfall of words that continue to spill from my mouth. I glance up at Z, realizing I just lashed out at them for no good reason. Sorry, that was dickish of me. What's wrong, human? What's hurting you? You can talk to me about it. It's dumb, and I already feel like I whine too much to you.
Well?
It's not dumb. I want to be here for you. Well, he fucking bit me, so I'm just gonna trauma dump on him. I just don't think any of my friends actually like me. Or that they actually care for me. All of them are too busy caught up in themselves. How could they feel about everything? Their lives not being perfect enough to brag about to each other. To drag each other down the best they can through thin smiles and petty digs. I bite my lip. This expectation of fine is so hard to reach. It's so damn tiring. It's become harder and harder to be around them. None of them ask me how I'm doing. It's only about them. What about that coworker of yours? I can't help but to scoff. Do you think Alvin wants to just be my friend? Guys like that never just want to be friends. He will make everything about him. And once again, I'll just be left in the dust. Unconsidered, unwanted, alone. Kenny only cares for my feelings as far as it relates to herself and her own experiences. Everything is always about everyone else. What I can do for them. If I can laugh at their jokes. How I can help them to feel better about themselves. I'm an accessory in everyone else's lives. Not even a goddamn plot device. But what about me? At the end of the day, who is there for me? I feel myself getting too worked up. Tears prickled at my eyes. I bury my face in my arms. Ugh. I can feel Z slowly stroke my hair comfortingly.
Don't worry. I am here. And you will never be alone again.
Because you're going to steal me and put me in your hell dimension? As Z strokes my hair and whispers comforting words. The words I want to hear. The words I need to hear. And the world around me fades from existence as I slip into a comforting darkness. And that's the end! The end of chapter 2. Okay, let's see if any of our choices will make things different. Okay, now that we have the luxury of context, we're going to ignore this little bitch. I don't see you. I pretend that I don't notice. Bye. I don't want to encourage him to fawn over me when I already have a boyfriend. Oh, hello, everyone. How long has that guy been in town? What was his name, Jay? How long has Jay been back in town? Last I heard, he was out west touring with Plague Visions. They broke up or something, I guess, and he came back. Worked out because Numb Vice needed a new drummer. Yeah, but now I'm having second thoughts about bringing him on. Xander sends a sidelong glance in my direction, scanning me as if he was trying to gauge something. Oh, don't be so territorial, Xan. It's so uncool. I'm not. Just wondering, though, why do you care if Jay is back in town? I really don't. I was just curious because it's been years since I've even heard of him. Xander stares at me a bit with a neutral face. He then smiles and nudges me. Ah, right, whatever. It's not like a drummer can measure up to the lead singer anyways. Right? Yeah, you're like so cool, Xander. I drag my words sarcastically and Xander laughs. And don't you forget that, baby. Okay, I hate my job because it makes me smell like butter and oil all day.
Oh?
Like popcorn? It smells so gross. It seeps into my clothes and it sticks to my skin. Kenny says it smells like minimum wage. I think popcorn smells delicious. I'd eat you up, popcorn smell and all. Z leans forward.
Wait.
What do I smell like? I chuckle out of surprise. What?
Well?
Nobody can smell their own smell, right?
So...
I have to refer to your expertise. What do I smell like? He holds out his sleeve towards me and looks on with palpable eagerness. I lean forward, smelling his shirt sleeve. You smell like smoke? And whiskey? And maybe copper, I think? Blood? Z pulls back their sleeve swiftly. Not gonna lie, you kinda stink. You stink, you stinky. Their jaw drops, pointed teeth hang in rare moment of speechlessness. I'm kidding. You smell fine. Z faces away and pouts. It's not very nice of you, human. Well, neither is biting me, so...
Ah.
To tease a fragile little old demon like me. I have a name, you know.
Oh?
Do you like hearing me say it?
Yeah?
Cece. Cece. Wow, now who is the tease? No, we're not flirting with him. We're not flirting with the guy. After a pause, he continues.
So?
What did you do today? What did I do today? A whole bunch of goddamn nothing. And you know what? I'm not getting out of my chair. I'm not doing that because, I stare at him from across the table. Z sits and stares back at me. They wait. I shift uncomfortably in the silence. Did you not hear me? Should I check to see if your stupid little human ears are working? Z leans forward ever so slightly. I can see a glow from behind his fringe. This is your chance to open your eyes and see beyond the veil God has made for you.
So?
When I say to come, you would do best to obey me, human. Z snatches my wrist from across the table, pulling me up, over, and into the chair. They then smile, a smile that somehow lacks a shred of enjoyment. Ugh. 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 Look at his stupid tail, I guess. I stare at their tail as it swishes back and forth in a hypnotizing manner. How do you do that? I don't know, I never really thought about it. Probably like how you move your arm? I hover closer, taken to the edge of my seat. It seemed shiny, like a rubber of sorts. The tail was a shiny black, while the tip shone a dangerous bright red. Wow, it looks so realistic. Z doesn't reply, just looking at me with unnerving stillness.
Yeah?
You like them, don't you? I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch any of you. Ugh. I reach out to touch his tail. He swats my hand with it playfully. I try to reach forward to grab it again. It rubs my palm lightly, dancing around playfully. I stand up a little, leaning over to have a better chance of touching it. I snatch it with my thumb and forefinger. Fucking rip it off. Rip it the fuck out.
Mm,
Ew. Oh, sorry.
no, it's fine. It's, more than fine.
Ew. I run my fingers down the tail, leaning over Z. It feels warm, rubbery, smooth. I can feel their blood rush and pump underneath the rubbery surface. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Ew. It feels nice in my hand, alive even. I rub it a bit more. Z shifts in his seat, his breath going thick. I think next time is horns, just horns. Not gonna even try for the tail.
You can put it in your mouth if you want.
I really don't want. Why would I want to do that?
What? I mean,
Z's tone is uncharacteristic. It freaks me out a bit, so I quietly sit back down in my seat. Z regains his composure. It really felt real.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Shut up, Z. You're not real. You don't know. Something in my mind was telling me this wasn't real. Not a dream, but not reality. Maybe somewhere between. You aren't real. Z reaches over and grabs my hand, pulling me toward him.
I am real. And you would do better to trust me when I say that.
There's no way. Z frowns.
I don't like being ignored.
Yeah, well, fucking get over yourself. Z pulls my hand closer to him. He forces my hand up one of his horns, palms splayed.
I am real. And you are mine. Come to reality quick.
He presses my hand down onto the tip of his horn. It is sharp. Bitch. Out of instinct, I try to pull away my palm, hitting the tip of the horn, cutting myself deeply. He steps forward into me, his horn further digging into my palm, my fingers twitching violently. Their tail snakes out from behind them, crawling between us, up my chest slowly. Fuck off, dude. Ugh. Please, please wait. Their tail moves closer and closer to my face. I will bite it. I will fucking bite the shit out of you, you stupid bitch. Get away from me. Please, please wake up. I chant to myself like a prayer. Z's tail slithers around my neck. Z, wait! His tail twists around my throat, slipping into my mouth over my tongue, smothering my words. Bite it. Bite it. I'm gonna struggle. Get the fuck off me. I'm gonna bite you. This is a nightmare. I need to wake up. I struggle, attempting to fling my body away, but to no avail. I have to wake up. Z's tail tightens further as fury sets behind their expression.
I said stop!
And I said, fuck off.
Do your ears not work? You pathetic fucking human.
I thought I was your favorite. What changed? Suddenly, I'm unable to breathe. Panicked, I flail as hard as I can, hoping that there will be some relent. Their tail ever tightens. My feet leave the floor. I try to scream, but my vocal cords no longer function. I can only choke out a pathetic yelp. My vision dots and eventually fades to black.
I guess we'll just have to try again.
Am I back at the beginning? You look like shit. You look like shit. I frown, tossing a glare in their direction. I feel like shit. My head is pounding. And for some reason, my palm aches.
Maybe.
You should drink more water, and you should get fucked. I don't think that would solve both problems. It won't if you don't try. This week has been a shit show. Yeah, well, fucking, I'm gonna make the same goddamn choices, asshole. Alright, so I guess this time we'll just fucking... Because for some reason I didn't bite him. I should have been given the option. I struggled. I feel like if something were in my mouth and I began struggling, I would just instinctively, you know, clamp down on it, but whatever. Whatever, bro. I clamp my mouth shut and nod slowly. Reality sinks in. Fine. His tail slides back towards his own body and he releases me back into my seat. I scoot my seat a bit further away from him, intimidated.
Come here.
Give me your hand. I try to move my hand forward. It trembles and I pull back a bit. Don't tell me to shush. It's okay, human.
Don't worry.
It was an accident. I won't hurt you. An accident? Nothing about that was an accident. He takes my hand, caressing it with care. I didn't mean to nick you with my horns. Yes, you fucking did. Yes, you did. That was the whole point. He opens his mouth, a long black tongue jutting out. Z licks my palm deeply. I wince and make a sound of surprise. They chuckle into my hand, releasing it. He licks his lips voraciously. As I pull my hand back, I notice that the wound previously there was healed. What are you? What are you?
Well,
Alright, I know
Yeah.
what you are. Alright, fine. What if I am planning on breaking up with what's-his-face? Things just haven't been the same. He used to be really sweet, really considerate towards me. But I guess even consideration has its limits. I laugh with self-deprecation. I'll admit, I'm not the easiest partner. But that doesn't mean he should just discount me completely. He's my boyfriend, but yet it feels like hanging around me is just a chore to him, really. I sigh. Admitting it out loud was harder than I thought. I want to blame it all on him becoming a popular local musician, but I can't. Maybe it's just everyone else. I bite my lip, attempting to quell the emotion swelling within me. Outgrowing this small town. This small fucking town that I can't help but to sink into more and more every year. Outgrowing me.
yeah.
Breaking up is a good decision. He isn't right for you. And that's the only thing you're gonna say about that, huh? I'm over here having an existential crisis, and you're over there like, oh, you're gonna break up with your boyfriend, good.
Mm-hmm.
Too selfish. He is ultimately a short-sighted human, only existing to fill his own needs. It will only cause you harm. Yeah, well, so will you. So what, you want me to date you? Well, I won't. Alright, what kind of candy am I? Obviously, I have a crunchy exterior and a soft interior. I want to taste your soft center. Nasty. What do I think about Alvin? He's odd, but he's fine. He's fine. He seems pretty odd, but overall harmless.
Are you sure?
No, I think he's horrible. To me, he seems to be barely holding on. He does seem to have an interest in me. He's just a socially awkward guy, but he doesn't mean any harm. Yet. I had to tell him that I didn't need help with my work tasks. It took a couple of times before he finally stopped taking on my work. He was just trying to be helpful, but stuff like that makes me feel burdened, you know? I sigh. He will get a clue someday and move on to someone else. Z chews on his lip thoughtfully. It only takes a split second for harmless to become violent, you know. Oh, I know. I fucking know. Alright, am I fine? So fine. I'm so fine. Don't even worry about it. I lied through my teeth. I didn't want to show my weak side. Or maybe if I admitted it, everything else would spiral too. How is it not showing my weak side when I am crawling on the ground right now? As if my lie was the last strand to sanity I had. Part of me feels so embarrassed for acting like a crazy person. Z seems entirely unfazed by my actions. Either way, I just hoped the earth would open and swallow me whole. Z looks down at me. He pats my head calmly, lovingly, careful.
Let's get you home.
Z's face draws near. Yeah, get away from me. Who is this? Is that Z? Where are you? Where'd you run off to? You shouldn't talk to them. Come back to me soon. Or maybe I'll just find you first. Ugh. Alright, let's get him a coffee. Thanks for stopping to offer me help. Please, would you let me get you a coffee as repayment? The person pauses, turning their head just enough so that they could see me out of their peripherals. A curious smirk crosses their usually stony expression.
Well, ain't you an odd fish? I'm flattered. By and by, I'll be seeing you again. You can count on that. Now, best be making tracks for dark.
Okay. The mysterious person saunters off. Fine, I'll get the stupid hair out of your stupid eyes. Stupid little fucking... Their soft breaths evenly bristle the hair covering their eyes. My hand reaches out before I'm even aware, curiosity grasping a hold of me. With my fingertips, I attempt to push away some of Z's hair from his eye. They smile. Ah! With a familiar premonition, I yank my hand back. Z is too fast. He snatches my wrist.
Caught you.
He sing-songs mockingly.
What do I get for catching you?
A kick to the shin.
Should I bite off one of your meddlesome little fingers?
But if I don't do this, you pout. Because I didn't try to touch your hair. Z, this isn't funny.
It's a little funny.
Z sits up, one of his eyes peering through slightly parted hair. Because I adore you and you're my little human, I'll let your impertinence go, with only one small punishment. I look at Z. They are not kidding. I hesitate before asking the one question he is waiting for. What is the punishment? Z smirks wide and gleeful. In one movement, they scoop me up, placing me back down, sitting on the table. I glance around. Nobody else in the pub seems to have noticed or cared. They reach their finger forward, tapping their lips.
Well?
I want a kiss. That really is a punishment for me, isn't it? They lean in, hovering in front of me, their impossibly wide smirk only widening dangerously.
Yeah?
Kiss? I heard. I'm not doing that, you weird little bitch. I heard you, but I'm not doing that. You can't trick or bully me into giving you affection, Z. It has to be my choice. Z stares at me, pondering. They then take a step back.
Are you sure?
If that's what you want. Yeah, that is what I want. Plus, we are kinda in public. Isn't it kinda shameless to kiss someone like that in public? It's not shameless if it's us. It's embarrassing, too. People would definitely stare. If anyone would be so daring as to stare at you, I will slay them to preserve your honor. I stifle a laugh at Z's antics. Are you sure that's enough? I believe a punishment far more harsh is necessary. Now he's gonna bite off one of my fingers. You're right. We will have to sign them up for busty. Their mailboxes will never see peace again. Oh, Z, you're so evil. Z grins slyly.
Yeah?
Have you ever ruined someone's credit? Z! Okay. I guess I want to get to know you more. I wanted to get to know you a bit more.
Oh?
Is that right? You're just so interested in me, huh? Yeah, I guess so. Z blinks a bit, taken aback by the blunt answer. So I think it's my turn to ask you some questions. I don't talk about myself much. Why not? Z shrugs.
Well,
No reason to. I look at Z. They shift in their seat, but provide no explanation. Z. Then that's not fair. Whatever. Play the game.
higher.
4.
Oh?
Aha. Can you shapeshift or read minds? Since you're a demon, can you also, like, shapeshift and read minds? Z tilts their head curiously. A wide, toothy grin appears on his face.
Oh?
You want to know if I have any special powers? If I can read every one of your little human thoughts? What if I can?
Well?
What would you do? You can't answer my question with another question, Z. Fine. Yes and no. To what? Both. I can shapeshift under certain circumstances, and I cannot read minds, but I am able to feel certain things from humans. That answers your question, so let's move on. It really doesn't. It really doesn't, but okay.
Ah.
Do all demons hate God? No, some demons love God. How does that work? There's a portion of demons that are fighting to transform. They disgustingly lust and claw after a seat when they can have the opportunity to prostrate themselves before the feet of God. I believe you humans call it bootlicking. How could they love God while being a demon? Trust, faith, God's will being unfathomable and unfailing. I'd pity them if it wasn't so disgusting to watch. I never would have thought. Don't worry. There are a lot of things you will never come to understand, human. It's better that way. For now, let's play again. I got that on the first try. Holy shit. Yeah. 4 gulps, bitch. What would you like to know? Can demons feel human emotions? Or are you only angry? Is that your only setting? Neutral and angry. Like love, hate, envy, nostalgia. Z tilts their head. Of course. Most demons were once human. But for those of us who are not, it is harder to. Some emotions will align, some will not. So it's hard to say, really. Depends on the demon. Okay, I guess that's a fair enough answer as any. Shall we get back to it? Yep. Deal 'em out, Mr. Demon. Just for curiosity's sake. If I bite you, is it gonna hurt? I stare at Z's tail waving behind him in slow motion. If I bite your tail, would it hurt you? Hurt? I don't really feel the sensation of pain that easily.
So?
Probably not. Can't say I've ever had someone try, though. The tail shimmers under the light like sleek rubber. Z's voice dips low. Not that I wouldn't be against it. Well, we can cross that one off the list. Want to sell your soul for a bite? No, that's okay, no. Let's get back to the game. Alright, so do you have any hobbies? Because I guess not this one, because he bit us and we're not a demon, so... What do you like to do for funsies, other than arson? Talking to you? Okay. That doesn't count as a hobby. Z stares at me. I sometimes like to commit murder, as the humans call it. As the humans call it? Demons don't call it that?
Well...
Slaughter is usually used instead. I don't think slaughtering humans would really count as a hobby, to be honest. I cringe, unable to tell if he's joking. So now the human is gatekeeping hobbies. What? Are you serious? Hobbies are usually like playing an instrument, sports, gaming, knitting. Not committing crimes, Z. I enjoy playing video games. Yes, that's a hobby.
Yeah.
And I like to sword fight. Okay, yeah, sure, that counts.
Yeah.
I also like to light large buildings on fire. There it is. Okay, no, that does not count as a hobby, Z.
Huh?
Why not? It's a crime.
Ah, that's right.
I forgot the humans consider it so. Humans hate seeing any demons have fun and let loose a little. Typically, yes. Let's just get back to playing the card game. Oh, we're still going.
So?
Okay. I think I asked all the questions. Do you listen to music? Human music? Sure, from time to time. I enjoy the loud and chaotic stuff, where humans will flail their bodies as if they are on fire and attack each other like wild animals. It's also very fun.
Maybe.
I'll show you sometime. But for now, do you want to play another round?
So?
Oh, I don't get a choice. Okay. If you bite me, will I become a demon? Z smiles lecherously. No,
Not quite.
definitely not. But I wouldn't be opposed to trying if you would like. They smile, their many sharp teeth glinting with devilish intent. I'd love to sink my teeth slowly into you until your soft flesh gives way. I bet your warm blood is delightful, while you already fucking know you bit the shit out of me. Z seems to be getting more worked up as they shift in their seat excitedly. How about we get back to the game?
So?
Well, I asked all the questions already. There's nothing left. Okay. A lost. We're gonna bottle up our emotions like healthy people do. Just ignore me. Sometimes I just get too dramatic. It's probably not even that big of a deal.
Are you sure?
I don't mind listening. Yeah, it's nothing. Ugh. Alright, and then go to sleep. Alright, let's see if we unlocked any more pictures. We did. I think we unlocked all of them. Alright, I'm gonna see if anything different happens if we're just like, you know, super nice the whole time. Ugh. Fine. That's what you want? Ugh. Z nods excitedly, their hair bouncing wildly. I stare at them for a second longer. I can almost see their eyes wide with anticipation from under their fringe. Okay, fine, but don't move. I lean in, my heart picking up speed the closer I get. Don't move. I reiterate clearly. I can see Z's tail waving hypnotically from behind their body. My nerves are on edge as I feel his breath brush lightly over my face. It smells like smoke, charcoal. I close my eyes, steeling myself before leaning forward. I close the distance, joining our lips together. The cold metal of Z's piercings made me shiver. His lips were warm and soft. The contrast made my mind spin. After a couple seconds, I pull back, looking at Z. They look completely dumbstruck. That was...
Oh?
Interesting. Interesting. How so? It's always the word you want to hear after you kiss somebody. I stare at Z. His eyes seemed to be glowing with heat. His lips were surprisingly soft. Some deep part of me wanted more. Fine, fucking, ugh. Fuck it. I pull Z in by their necklace. Our lips collide deeply, passionately. What? There was an odd sense of nostalgia, familiarity. Z wraps their arms around me. I tangle my hands into his hair, no doubt making it more messy than it probably already is. I push into them more, body pressed into body as they shift to grasp my thighs. Oh God. Our lips move and press in conjunction. I lean my head back slightly, separating to take a breath of air. Z presses their tongue into my mouth. Ew. He chuckles at my surprise, the reverb warming my body. Ew. 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 I was beginning to lose myself.
Yeah?
Do you want more? He mumbles into my mouth. My eyes flutter open.
Dove.
No. Z whispers.
That's not a proper answer.
Z brushes their lips across mine teasingly, flicking their tongue against mine in a way that made my mind melt. Ugh, gross! He runs his hand down the side of my face, stroking it lovingly.
Don't you want more?
His touch is hypnotizing.
I could give it to you.
It threatens to consume me whole.
You just have to ask me.
He's gonna try to possess me. This is him trying to get me to agree to possession. My hand falls, touching the cold sweat on my drink glass. It breaks me out of my trance, and I suddenly realize where we are. In the middle of a fucking bar. I jump away from Z. Wait, Z. I push Z back a bit. Oh my God. I can't believe I just did that. Pretty bold of you, human. I slide off of the table, squeezing my body through the limited space between Z and the table. They just stand there, watching me as I pass. I sit back down in the chair, fixing my clothing. Z follows behind, settling in his chair across the way. There. Are you happy now? Z grins, a shit-eating smile. You seem to enjoy it quite a bit. I'm almost impressed by your self-control. How would you know? Z points at themselves.
Dummy.
Demon, remember, dummy? Humans may have many films of talking cars, but demons have some cool things too. Like what? The ability to pester endlessly about committing arson? Excuse me? I believe the humans call that self-betterment.
Bleh.
I should be charging for my services, you ungrateful brat. That's not self-betterment, Z.
Ah, that's right.
Sounds like the words of a person who hasn't committed arson. Z! I can't hold back a laugh any longer. You are so ridiculous, it's almost cute. Yeah, no, fuck off with that. Okay, so this is the only time it gives me these questions. So, do all demons look like you? Z tilts their head. How do you mean? Like with the horns and the tail? Z smiles as if something is funny. Their tail wags behind them. Dove, I don't even look like me. What is that supposed to mean?
Well,
Demons can look quite different from each other. We choose our appearances. I think that suffices as an answer. Let's continue.
so?
So is this like a glamour? And he just doesn't necessarily look like that. He could just look like whatever he wants
Higher.
to. But like, truly, he's just disgusting. Okay, nothing different happened. But we've got pictures. What do we do with that? Why was it locked? Okay, well, that was Favor, Chapter 2. I am very delighted with this chapter. It's so much more involved than the first one, and you can tell that there was just so much time and effort and love that went into this chapter, and it's awesome. And I loved the customization stuff. You didn't really get to see anything with the customized bedroom, but maybe that'll come up in later chapters. Being able to choose your own avatar and have that be custom was awesome. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I like that there was even more characters, and you can see our actual like life outside of this transcendental pub we keep finding ourselves in. But yeah, I'm excited for chapter 3. Remember to not let your fingers get close to a demon, and I will see you later.